I've been putting in some pretty hard freaking work lately. I've been consistently working out and tracking my food for almost 3 years now, but over the last 3 months, I've seen some amazing progress. I've gained about 5 to 10 pounds of size and I currently weigh around 175 pounds with my body fat hovering at around 10%. I'm eating a ton of food I enjoy and feel amazing, all while being able to build muscle and stay lean at the same time. Now I'm going to share with you everything I've been doing over the last 3 months to see these results. One of the first things I've done over these last few months is increase my protein. I'm currently eating around 215 grams of protein every single day, and this equates to about 1.2 grams of protein per pound of my body weight, which is hovering at around 175 pounds. Previously, what I was doing was eating about 1 gram of protein per my pound of body weight, which was about 175 grams per day. Now, this daily increase in protein has not only helped me feel more full throughout the day, but the other nice benefit of eating protein is protein has a thermic effect. So when you digest it, your body requires more energy, meaning that you literally burn more calories just simply by eating it. So this increase in protein has not only helped me put on more muscle, but also stay lean. And hey, by the way, thanks for tuning into this video. If you haven't yet, you might as well subscribe to the channel. Not only do I like to share about fitness things, but I'm also a visual creator. As you can see here, I spent quite a bit of time diving into the little nuances of filmmaking and videography, so definitely stick around. I don't know, is that a good elevator pitch for you to freaking subscribe to my channel? Maybe. The next thing I've been doing over the last few months is taking creatine. When I first started creatine, I just started with about 5 grams of creatine per day and have consistently been hitting that. And within the first month, I didn't see a ton of difference. But then once I got into month 2 of supplementing with creatine, I definitely started seeing the results. Just really quickly, in case you didn't know, what does creatine do? It provides energy for your muscles, especially when you're working out. When you're really pushing through those last reps of failure, creatine helps you push even a little bit further. The other thing creatine does is pull water into your muscle, making them look bigger and more full. And this is what we all want if we're spending a bunch of time, especially as a natural, in the gym, hitting those strength training sessions really hard. Also, the nice thing about creatine is it's well researched, it's safe and effective to use. And in my opinion, it's definitely a supplement that's worth the money. Also keep in mind, a lot of people are kind of afraid that they're gonna hold on to too much water or get really bloated when they get on creatine. This has not personally been my experience. Now, if you are supplementing with creatine the correct way, dosing it between 3 to 5 grams every single day, you should not be experiencing any of this. And one of the main things you just want to make sure of is that you're drinking enough water. Now, speaking of supplements, one that I've been using for over a year now, and happens to be the sponsor of this video, is a very tasty electrolyte drink mix called Element. And if you've personally ever experienced headaches or brain fog or fatigue, but have never considered replenishing your electrolytes, you might want to reconsider this. A lot of times when we think about hydration, we just think about drinking a bunch of water, but adequate hydration really has 2 parts of it: proper water intake along with proper electrolyte intake. And I personally wish I would have learned this a lot sooner, like decades sooner. There were so many different benefits of replenishing electrolytes that I was missing out on, and just thought, well, I guess this is a part of getting older and this is how I'm supposed to feel, kind of foggy and kind of tired all the time. Dude, stop what you're doing and start replenishing electrolytes, and you will notice a significant difference in how good you feel every single day. And what makes Element amazing is they have a science-backed ratio of electrolytes within every 10-calorie packet, and that's 1,000 milligrams of sodium, 200 milligrams of potassium, as well as 60 milligrams of magnesium. I would highly recommend you try Element. I've done you a huge favor and linked them below in the description, so go ahead and check them out and start replenishing your electrolytes like today. Literally drinking some Element right now. Right now, Element is offering my listeners a free sample pack with any order. That's 8 single serving packets free with any Element order. This is a great way to try all 8 flavors or share Element with a salty friend. Get yours at drinkelement.com/BryanAdamC. This deal is only available through my link, so you must go to drinkLMNT.com/BryanAdamC. The next thing over these last few months that I've really been focusing on is just learning how to absolutely destroy my muscle groups when I train them. And one of the major things here with this is really developing that mind to muscle connection. So if I'm training chest, I am really hyper focused on getting the best range of motion and really pushing those muscle groups super hard. The other thing that's really helped me just completely obliterate my muscles when I train them is just simply increasing the weight more. I've been a lot more mindful about how much weight I was previously training on maybe a chest or a leg session, and then seeing, okay, how can I increase this weight even just a little bit with each session, or maybe even every other session. Obviously, we know this is progressively overloading, but this really helps, and I would attribute a significant amount of my progress over these last few months to simply doing that. And before these 3 months, the way I was training was still quite hard, but I was just a bit too focused on just getting a bunch of reps in and getting the calories burned according to my Apple Watch. Also, I've been training my abs freaking hard at least 2 to 3 times a week, even doing some ab work with weights as well. Dude, it can be super easy to want to just skip ab day, or you're tired after training chest and you're like, no, I don't want to do abs. I think I'm just going to go to freaking... Stop skipping abs. Stop it. The more you train them, the more they're going to get shredded and going to start popping out. Yes, I know diet is an aspect of it as well, but when you start training abs super consistently and train them like you would chest or legs, man, it makes a huge freaking difference. The next thing I've been doing over these last few months is actually eating more food. I've been eating about 2,500 to even up to 3,000 calories per day. Now, this is a pretty significant uptick in calories. Before, I was hovering between 2,000 and 2,400 calories a day, but I'm super freaking active. Like, I work out a lot. And one of the things I've realized is that by increasing my food a bit, it's actually increased my metabolism a bit, and it's helped me stay a lot more lean. Now, keep in mind, I'm still tracking all the food that I eat, and I'm still creating a slight calorie deficit based on the estimate of calories I burn every day according to my Apple Watch, but that deficit isn't nearly as steep as it's been in the past. Now, what I've also been doing is eating meals before most of my strength training sessions, and those meals before strength training sessions are usually on the higher carb side, and I put those carbs right to work, and man, the strength training sessions are freaking amazing. Additionally, with that increase in calories, I've also increased my meal frequency. So before, I was doing a lot more intermittent fasting, or I wouldn't start eating till 2 or 3 in the afternoon, and now I'm having like a late morning meal, and then a post-workout meal of some kind, and then a late afternoon meal, and then my dinner meal, and then an after dinner meal or after dinner snack. So it usually ends up being like 4 or 5 meals spread throughout the day. I don't know what all these keto people are saying about how carbs just make you sluggish and slow. I don't really notice it, but maybe because I'm so active. I think that's kind of my thing with carbs, is like, if I'm gonna have a super active day, I'm gonna eat carbs. I don't know. If you're keto, chime in on the comments. What are your thoughts on that? In terms of cardio, this is staying pretty much the same, but I'm doing a lot more walking as well as a lot more elliptical and pretty much like 0 running. Running and higher impact cardio, as efficient as it is to burn calories, it's gonna use muscle as fuel over time if you're just running too much. Now, obviously, people are gonna respond differently to higher intensity and more aerobic types of cardio. Some people might be able to hold on to more muscle, but for me, I'm almost 6 feet tall, and so my body wants to stay skinny pretty much all the time. Now, one thing that's been nice is after a lot of my meals, especially during the day, I try and walk for about 10 to 15 minutes or at least 1 mile. And there's just a lot of digestive and health benefits with walking after you eat a meal, but it's also an extra little bonus to get some extra steps in, burn a few extra calories, and stay freaking lean without maxing out cortisol and different stress levels by really trying to do intense bouts of cardio. Now let's quick chat about the importance of consistency. So this is not necessarily something that I've done over the last 3 months, because I've been crazy hardcore consistent for almost 3 years now with strength training, with cardio, with tracking my food, with using the Apple Watch and creating a calorie deficit. But what's amazing is year after year, those results just continue to get better. With all of these things that I've previously said, especially when it comes to that mind to muscle connection and how you you train and how intensely you train, some of this stuff just takes time for you to get a deeper understanding about. Anyone can Google proper form on how to squat or how to bench press or whatever it is, but what's super important is understanding how it works with your body. And again, what responds the best for you. And I think it's why I personally have a pretty big issue with a lot of the fitness content out there, because everyone's trying to tell you this is the end all be all answer for your problems. And I don't agree with that, because we're all individuals. We all live different lives, eat different foods, we train different ways, we have different genetics, and all of these things play a huge role in how your body responds and the type of results and the progress you're gonna see when training. And so all of that trial and error is super important. And the more time you spend intentionally fine-tuning and refining what makes you better and cutting out the shit that isn't beneficial, the better those results are gonna be, and the more they're gonna compound over the long term, and you're gonna be freaking stoked about it. What are my fitness goals at this point, almost 3 years in? Well, like I said, I'm around 175 pounds. I would love to try and get up to like 180, maybe at the most 185 pounds, and just put on a little bit more muscle. Ideally, I would love to see my back grow a little bit more, and also legs. My legs are skinny. I'm almost 6 feet tall. To get these muscles to grow takes time, and it takes a lot of freaking work. But I'm not doing some sloppy Joe bulk. I'm 36 years old. My goal is to be healthy. It's also a huge reason why I'm not getting on performance enhancing drugs. Also, I do have a new ongoing series called Anamorphic Lifts, and these anamorphic lift episodes are more vlog style with my strength training sessions, and it's a great way for you guys to see exactly how I train. Also, if you want to get my current strength training and cardio routine, I currently sell it, and it's linked in the description, so definitely go check that out. It's only $8 freaking bucks, so go get it. Well, I hope you got something out of this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you need good music for your videos, definitely do yourself a favor and check out moodsounddesign.com. It's the music licensing company that I started. Dude, we got some freaking fire music. Definitely go check out Mood Sound Design and get access to some of the best music for your videos. Well, all right, friends, that was a lot of fun. The last few months, I've put out quite a few different YouTube videos. Have you seen them yet? Have they shown up on your algorithm? If not, go freaking spam watch my videos. I really do appreciate all of you. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace. Now while we're talking about wow, my dog's freaking barking. Now what I've also done is started all right, here we go. What's up, friends? What's up? Look at you. Look at me. I'm back here in this whole office setup. I feel like it's been a minute since I've been in this setup. Give me one sec here. I got notes. I got notes here about protein and freaking creatine and freaking learning how to destroy my muscles. Those are all my notes. So there you go. That's all I have for you today. Is there anything else?